What's up, everybody? My name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And not too long ago, I introduced you to this behemoth. This is the Noreen 50 BMG pistol. That is awesome. It is absolutely ridiculous. The only problem with it is extremely loud, and you better have an ear pro. Ever since I shot this thing, I thought it would be so cool to suppress it and use subsonic ammunition. Well, today we have just that. This is the same Noreen 50 BMG pistol, but it is set up with a CGS 50 BMG suppressor, and we are loaded up with Subsonic 50 BMG. Let's see what this one sounds like. That is much quieter, definitely does not require ear protection, and I am very excited to have some fun with this thing. So let's go get set up and get started. Already broke the table. Table's already broken. Well, our first target today is going to be a giant jar of dill pickles. But you know what? I'm going to need to get one of these things before we get started because there's always too much glass in them after I shoot them. So this thing does have a fixed stock, but I'm just going to mostly keep that closed today. Let's go ahead and get loaded up with a Subsonic 50 BMG. This is a 750 grain Hornady round. All right, here we go. Say goodbye, pickle. Oh, there is not much recoil on this thing, and it's very quiet. She not be kicking. Get out of there. Whoa, that bolt does not want to open. Looks like the Subsonic 50 BMG did a pretty good job at busting up those pickles, and I'm very glad that I got one before we shot because that's not looking too edible. You can see little bitty shards of glass in my pickle. Okay then, well, up next I have a gallon of tartar sauce. Here we go, seafood dinner coming at you. Oh! All right, up next, we're gonna see what it would sound like to be shot at by a 50 BMG suppressed pistol. I have a camera set up downrange, and we're just gonna take a few shots at What was I doing? Oh yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, let's take a few shots at the berm with the camera downrange and see what this would sound like. Oh, the only problem with this gun is loading it. I mean, it definitely takes a minute, and you better have a really strong grip because it definitely takes a lot to operate that bolt. Here we go again. I think that may have tumbled. Let's do one more. Here we go. Last round. Sounds pretty cool. You know what goes really good with watermelon that's been roasting in the sun all day? Barbecue sauce. So now I have a gallon of barbecue sauce, and we're gonna marinate the watermelon with it. Here we go. Oh no! Oh, all up my leg. Okay, we definitely had a good hit on the old barbecue sauce. Oh, yeah, you got to get that in there real good. See, it didn't really, yeah. We'll let that set for a few hours and we'll pop that in the oven, 350 degrees, 45 minutes. Up next, I have some eggplants, but these eggplants are even more disgusting than usual. I don't even think they deserve to be shot. You know, shooting at distance with this suppressed 50 BMG pistol sounded pretty cool, but now I want to know what it sounds like if we smack something at distance with this thing. So now I have this giant metal rooster, and we're going to take a few shots at it. All right, let's see if we can hit this giant rooster. Here we go. Ooh, a little bit to the right. All right, round two. Oh, we hit him. Let's see if we can do it again. Ooh, a little high. I'm being completely honest. This configuration doesn't seem to stabilize these subsonic rounds too good. Okay, here we go. All right, that is good enough for me. So it looks like our giant rooster got hit about 4 times. He got hit right here in the wattles, once in the wing, once right here in the neck, and then he got hit right down here in what they call the buttocks. Okay, for our last target today, I have a Ballistic Dummy Labs zombie bust. This thing is filled with green blood, and I think we should take a shot at it point blank. What? That did nothing. It just zipped right through him. I have never seen that happen before. What the heck? Perfect little hole. And then we've got a pretty big exit hole back here. But I guess completely missed everything on the inside. And now I guess I'm gonna have to shoot him again. Oh, okay. Yep, I think that was better that time. Oh. Yeah, kind of the same thing. Hit right there. This time I hit a little bit higher, and we've got a pretty decent exit hole. He be leaking. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to get your start in firearms technology, be sure and check out Sonoran Desert Institute. There's a link in the description down below. Let me know what you thought about the suppressed 50 BMG pistol in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can also be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. Where's my money? And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. See you next time.